have to hold on to the nice things the things
Well,
that
it's
touch
so
us.
much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's forget about that. I'm so sorry. You
Why?
people asked that, and it was like a year ago today. I was driving down, and the sun was blaring. I'm just going, motherfucker, and I'm listening to my dad's funeral and watching it on video and watching my fucking COVID sister hugging people. I'm going, you fucking cunt. Why did I miss my father's funeral? Because I was fucking COVID.
But
And I
she
met
had COVID.
you the day before with the priest.
But she
And
had
now we're going to kill all our fucking old friends and uncles and aunts.
she,
That's what
she
I was looking at. And what I got from that was like, I wouldn't miss my dad's funeral. I'm like, well, I don't want to kill everybody around us. Someplace you have to accept. You got to stay the fuck away.
So your
That
sister had COVID and attended anyway.
had COVID.
Yeah, but you. It sounds
I
like
was there at his death because I was questioning it, and then I got tested. I set a thing up through Walgreens or some shit, and it was just like the day of the funeral. After we met with the priest, I was still fucking COVID friendly.
sounds like you did the responsible thing, though. I mean,
I
regardless
did,
what everybody else does. I mean, it's hard to
but I
base. You
drove
know.
down through the sunset and watched my dad's funeral at St. Mary's Church.
Well, I mean, I think you did the responsible thing, and some people didn't do that. I mean, the entire time, obviously. I mean, I had heard stories about people running around and, COVID positive and just acting like, it's no big deal and spreading it. And maybe, certain people didn't get as sick as others, But like you said, like,
You never know. Someone could.
yeah. So like you said, the elderly being around and you're just, that seems kind of like
Reckless.
yeah, it's a reckless game to play, especially with your relatives. Like, fuck you, I don't care.
But
Yeah.
you know what? The interesting thing, I sat in my dad's house all alone for the first time in my life for like 2 days in a row, smoking out the window. Just sat there alone, and it was, I don't know if you can come up with a better way to see both your mother and your father die, everything be gone. Just sit there for 2 days in the house where you grew up. It was nice. It was so nice.
Well, and I think that sort of thing sometimes is cathartic. Like,
Just empty. Nothing. You don't know because you haven't lost your mother yet. But when they both go, that's when you feel like you are on your.
I mean, I've thought about that. I guess that's,
I'm gonna be completely honest. I have both my mother and my father still, and I have absolutely no idea what it is like to lose a parent, and I think about it a lot.
Don't worry about
Um,
it. I never worried
well,
about losing a parent. I just did.
I
After that, that's when you start to consider the things.
maybe I shouldn't say I worry about that, but I think about it a lot, and then
I
I
think
don't.
it's kind of senseless to think about until it happened.
Well, I guess
Sometimes you can see it, like,
I guess
coming down the road from a long ways away.
in lieu of recent events, I've been just thinking about a lot of it. It's just been on my mind. It's really hard to get off my mind lately because
What
it
do you
just
call
seems like
that?
a fucking domino effect.
Well, it's
Um,
fear
just,
or,
there's rational thinking. Right?
well, your own mortality comes into question.
Well, yeah, because just like literally, yeah. And,
I mean, if it could happen to someone else, it could happen to you
well, of course.
just as easily.
Well, here's a simple here. Let's have fun with this for a minute. Every time somebody died in our family, my sister grabbed me and hugged me and cried on my shoulder like I was supposed to care. And it goes on and on and on. There's always somebody that's gonna act like they fucking because they're a afraid of it.
Well,
I was afraid of it.
I think fear of death is natural, and I think I think I think there's a difference between seeing I guess it's hard for me to say. Seeing parents die and things like that is it's coming. Like nobody lives forever, right? But unexpected deaths and things like that always have bothered me more because I can't justify it.
Do you realize that it goes all the way back to Egyptian, and I would say pre-Egyptian? It wasn't even in the Greek times, the people that were dead were just walking around going, and everything is connected. All these dead things, we don't have to worry about dying. They're just making fears about dying. They're making up fears of dying. It gets worse all the time.
Well, I know I thought about that myself too, but
the point that they wanted us to live forever, we have reached the point of the greatest fear of death. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I guess I just thinking the fear of death is a huge thing. I think I guess I don't know. I mean, for me, I've definitely thought about that a lot recently. Where it's it's like you keep thinking about it, it kind of gets weird, and I guess that's where I've been is that
here
I'm gonna end up like Robert Smith in The Cure. Like I'm just gonna be all gloomy and just
you are, but you're not like.
I'm like Robert Smith.
Well, yeah,
I don't have an English accent.
Well, no, but you. But you're bleak a lot. You gotta
save for this because I have something.
Sure.
Yeah, we're all ears, bro.
The truth is, death. My dad said he wanted to die in summer. And he didn't want to be cremated because he didn't want to burn twice. Thinner. And he will burn forever.
I mean, if you believe that sort of thing. Or
maybe, say again.
Or, if you believe that sort of thing, or maybe you come back as a fucking goddamn possum or something in a field. I don't know.
Oh, my dad's not coming back. Gonna hold him in a deep, dark place.
You think your dad was evil?
Oh, he was Loki. He was a Democrat.
Like mischievous, is what you said.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between being mischievous and totally rotten, fucking evil human beings.
There's a difference between being a bad person and being evil.
I mean, look at me. I'm almost a fucking saint.
Yeah.
Everything I've ever done is been just self-destructive and self-deprecating. So, yeah.
That's a whole nother episode. We'll get to that next week.
No, you don't need to talk about,
Oh, well, come on. Let's go on to something fun.
Yes.
Let's talk about how the goddamn...
Yeah, stop.
All right, I probably should turn the heat on here real quick.